Good morning. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, go ahead and skip ahead a couple of minutes. We're going to get started shortly. Come in, come in. Good morning. Finally here on time. Nice. Well done, Marlo. Good morning and happy, if I turn these the right way. Oh, I just freaking shuffled them the wrong way. Hang on, you guys. Let me fix this. Gosh. It's funny because this happens more times than I care to admit because I'm so used to shuffling the tarot to be direct and reverse. How was everybody's week and weekend? I hope it's been good. I know we had a bit of a roller coaster last week, but you know what? That's life, right? Life is not all downhill. Sometimes we got to go up. Let's see. Do not forget about the August Tarot Challenge. If you have not gotten in there, then I highly recommend it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning. This week was great. Good. Had such a relaxing weekend. Just me and my new kitty. Aw, I love it. Good, good, good. Well, welcome in. This is your weekly Tarotscope. This is where we get together to find out exactly what is coming up for us next week. That way we can move through the week within our power. We're not seeing life as happening to us. We're not helpless. We see it coming and we deal with it. You have 2 new kittens? Holy cow. Good morning, good morning. Again, if you have not gotten into the August 31-day tarot challenge, go get in. It's going to be a lot of fun. What we're going to do in this challenge, you guys, is I'm going to show you the gaps. If you're looking to learn tarot, if you're already practicing tarot, but you feel like it's not quite working, like there's something missing, I'm going to reveal to you the gaps between a professional tarot reader and a social media tarot reader. We're going to stop piecing together your practice and we're going to start putting it all together so it makes sense, okay? Because when you're learning something like tarot or even astrology or numerology, you need to stair step it, okay? Everything builds upon each other, right? So when you just jump in and you're piecing things together from YouTube and TikTok and your little booklet and all that, it's going to be so freaking confusing. Okay, this is why it's really important that when you're learning a divination practice such as tarot or numerology or astrology, you need a mentor, okay? Because you need that feedback, you need that guidance. Piecing it together is a recipe for disaster, okay? So we're gonna do the 31-day tarot challenge in August. I'm gonna show you the gaps. I'm gonna teach you some things that you can do right now, and then you can slide right on into my tarot apprenticeship because you get automatic access to that. While we're going through the challenge, I would recommend waiting until afterwards to start it, but I can't control everybody, so do as you will, but go check it out. It is linked for you. TikTok, it's linked in my bio. YouTube, it's linked down below, okay, in the comments. So good morning, good morning. How is it already almost August? I know. I was thinking about that when I was scheduling the live. I was like, holy cow, it's already July 28th. July's gone. Just like that, right? It is going by so fast. And if you're not catching on, then you're going to be left behind. I don't know what to tell you. But okay. Yeah, so go check out the 31-day tarot challenge we're having in August. And then come back because we're going to do our Tarotscope now. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to balance out the heart chakra. This bowl is attuned to the frequency of the heart chakra. We want to balance it out, clear it out so we can manifest and move through life with ease and grace, okay? Because that's our natural state, is ease and grace, right? Right now you're going through struggle and survival. We're gonna change that. The more you come here, if you get in my tribe, we're going to change that. There is a divine feminine revolution happening, and I don't know. I have a specialty of helping women get their power back. So take that for what it will. Take that for what it is. Whatever. Anywho, all right. So what we're going to do, balance out the heart chakra. I just want you to breathe. Breathe in the good. Exhale the negative. Okay? Just nice deep breaths. Here we go. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Breathe in the good. Exhale the bad. Now let's all collectively take one super deep breath in. Pick up all the heaviness, all the fear, all the anxiety, and blow it out. And let that go, okay? We don't need to hang on to anything that is not serving us, right? We don't have time for that. We're not in the mood for that, okay? You want to talk to your brother so bad. I'm assuming your brother's on the other side. Talk to him. He's right here. Talk to him and pay attention. Listen. You can talk to any of your loved ones on the other side. You just have to slow down and listen. Most people doubt it or second guess it or they just play it off, you know. No, listen. They're right there talking to you all the time. Oh, I love that, Marlo. She said, yes, she does. Got my power back. A year later, my life is completely different. And we're screenshotting that. Love it, Marlo. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's find out what our fairy blessing is, and then you guys are going to pick the tarot deck that I use, and we're going to pull one card for each day, Monday through Sunday. We're going to talk about how that influence can show up in your life, and then we'll pull oracle cards for further messages, okay? If you have any questions about tarot, numerology, life and relationships, spirituality, all of that, feel free to put it in the comments. I'm happy to answer them while we're going through this Tarotscope, okay? Don't be shy. This is a lot of fun. The more we connect, the stronger the readings are going to resonate with you, okay? And again, if you haven't gotten into the 31-day tarot challenge, we're starting in August, go check that out and then come back, okay? All right. So what is our fairy blessing for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week? Blessing of the Heart's Calling. This is like the second or third time we've gotten this card recently, okay? The Blessing of the Heart's Calling is there is something literally pulling at you. You might not even know what it is. You might be here trying to identify what is going on within you. It's like, I know something is shifting. I know something is changing. I just don't know what the hell it is. I've been there, right? I get it. And this is part of the awakening. This is part of you having your path start to clear in front of you, okay? Or start to like show up in front of you. And it's calling to you, it's pulling at you, and you're just like kind of waiting. You're waiting, trying to figure out, well, is this right? Am I second guessing myself? Like, surely not. Surely this isn't meant for me. And you start going through all this like mental gymnastics, and the universe is like, you know what? If you would just like step forward, you would see more, right? You would see more. Because the universe waits for you to decide. It doesn't say, here, we're going to show you everything laid out, and then you can decide. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did, but it doesn't, okay? It's kind of like, I'm going to age myself, like kind of like on Indiana Jones, when he has to walk across that like massive trench. There is a bridge there, but he can't see it. He has to step out in order to like know that it's there, and then it reveals itself. Right? Same thing with your journey. You have to step forward, and the universe is like, yes, now the fog is going to start clearing a little bit more. And then you step forward, then it clears a little bit more, right? You're going on this journey, and part of life is you're not going to know everything. That's just part of it. See it as an adventure instead of something scary. And that's when things shift for you. That's when you shift yourself into a higher vibration instead of saying, I'm afraid, I don't know what's going to happen, I can't predict this. Just say, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens, and go for it, okay? So the heart's calling will be something that is pulling at you. While we're in Mercury retrograde, this will be about you going within to figure out, you know what is it that I truly desire? That maybe I haven't told anybody. Maybe I haven't allowed myself to explore this because I'm afraid of what people are going to think, do, or say. But like, what is it that I really want? Write it in your own little private journal. You don't have to tell anybody, okay? Please don't tell anybody, because honestly, I mean, you can tell me because nothing scares me and I won't doubt anything about you. But most people around you won't understand it. That's what I'm saying, okay? So you have the blessing of the heart's calling, and it's number 38. So 3 is communication. 3 is expression. It is desire, okay? So whatever you express and you desire, 8 is that karmic energy, right? That is what you are naturally supposed to be doing. Now, not everybody's going to have this massive calling. Sometimes it is, you know what? I just want to be a mom. I want to have kids. I want to be a mom, and I want to love them, and I want to da-da-da-da. Perfect. You're fulfilling your destiny. Sometimes it's like, you know what? I want to travel. I want to work this job because I love this job and I feel like I'm making a difference. Great. Okay. For me, it was leading and teaching, right? This is what I'm destined to do. I swear to God, like those in the comments, they will attest to everything in my energetic blueprint is pushing me towards leading, teaching, and really being the leader of this revolution in my own way, right? So you do that for yourself, but you have to listen to that heart's calling. Does that make sense? See, they're all agreeing. All right, so what we're gonna do right quick is I want you to pick the tarot deck that I'm going to use. So we've had 2 tarot decks here. Number 1 is the Baroque Tarot, and number 2 is the Light Seers Tarot. Vote only one time in the comments, please. That way we can keep track, because I have you choose this so your energy is in the deck. The majority of the collective energy is in the deck. So deck 1 or deck 2. 1 or 2. It looks like a toss-up on TikTok. Oh, deck 2 is getting it on YouTube. Okay. 1 or 2. Maybe 2s are going to get it, the Light Seers. Everybody loves the Light Seers Tarot. And you know what's funny is when I picked this deck, I had a strong feeling. I almost just picked this deck and was like, you know what? We need to use the Light Seers Tarot today. So you know what? We're going to do that. Y'all are confirming that for me. Okay, the Hermit came out. Speaking of teacher. Ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. I like that. That's good. I feel the same. Okay. Oh, we didn't do the divination book today. You know what? I have it sitting right here. Thank you, Marlo, for reminding me. They are both great decks, Mandy. I agree. What we're going to do first is I'm going to use the divination book. This is something that I've just started doing, so I did forget about it, even though I have it sitting right here next to me. So this is a tarot divination book. We use this book for the overall tarot theme, kind of like the blessing, but we're putting the tarot card with it. And then we're going to look at each individual day, okay? Like I said, this is a tarot divination book. I actually wrote this book for you. Almost 500 copies have been sold lately, and I'm so excited. So you knock on it just like you would a tarot deck. You're going to connect with the book through your energy centers of your palms, and you're going to slow your intention down. We're going to focus the intention. Take a nice deep breath. And we're going to ask the book, what is our overall message for this week? What is our overall message for this week? And then you intuitively turn to a page. Ooh, we got Temperance. So we just had 3 major arcana cards come out, okay? We had the Hermit fall on my desk. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, and now we just pulled Temperance, okay? So Temperance itself is about slowing down, and if you want to look at it through like the magical sense, it's like slow down and look at the magic around you. Look at everything that you thought was impossible, but now is possible. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is, like, life is magical. How is this stuff aligning to me? How do I just know these things? How is the path just unfolding in front of me? Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you. This divination book is designed to be read on a daily basis. So it's going to say today, but we can look at it as this week. You can use this divination book however you like. Okay. There's instructions on the inside, but you can read it for daily, weekly, monthly. You can check in on a situation that you're going through and say, tell me the truth about this situation. And then intuitively turn to a page and it's going to give you the truth. The readings are designed for you to take your power back, and the readings are designed with my attitude. So if you don't like straight talk, then don't get the book. Okay. So today you drew the Temperance card. Today is showing to be a well-balanced day for you. So it's going to be this week. So this week is showing to be a well-balanced week for you. Relationships are harmonious and the energy is flowing as it should. Take time to stop and smell the roses. Life is about enjoying and embracing the journey. Isn't that funny? We were talking about seeing life as an adventure, right? There's no need to rush. Do everything in moderation and allow yourself to experience what it feels like to be in balance and total control of yourself instead of being controlled by outside influences, which would be society, food, drink, etc. This is goddess energy, okay? Being in the Temperance energy allows you to be in your power, because when we are rushing, when we are in fear mode, when we are anxious, we are in survival mode, everything goes awry, okay? Nothing works as it should. But when you're in temperance, temperance means to slow things down so things can flow, right? We're not rushing. We're not going stagnant. We're at an even energy. And we're seeing how the universe works with this balance. It's always going like this, okay? That's why you see the 2 cups being poured on the Temperance card, and it looks like it's impossible, but the universe is like, when you are in balance, when you are in your sovereignty, magical things happen, okay? So let's shuffle again. I'm trying to see y'all's comments. Good morning, good morning. So what we're going to do now is we are going to pull a card for each day, Monday through Sunday, okay? We're going to find out what energy is being represented each day, and then we'll see how it looks through different lenses, and then we are going to pull oracle cards as well to get further communication and guidance, all right? So let's see. If you're just joining us, this is your weekly Tarotscope. Do not forget to get into the August 31-day tarot challenge. I'm going to show you what it means to be a real tarot practitioner versus TikTok practitioner. You're going to really open your eyes to what tarot actually is instead of what people believe it to be. Okay? There's a lot of gaps in there, which leaves people really confused. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's see. What is our weekly message? Okay, let's look at the energy of today. Okay, today we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Much better energy, okay? When the 5 of Cups is in reverse, it's indicating that maybe last week wasn't so great. Maybe there's a situation where something changed within you, okay? Because 5 always represents change and movement, and the 5 of Cups is about a transition. Okay, so we're transitioning from loss and grief and maybe just disappointment to, you know what, silver linings. Things are actually going to be pretty good today. Okay, so it's all about your perspective on what you think the day is going to bring you. If you think the day is going to bring you grief and negativity, then that's what you're going to get. If you think that the day is going to bring you opportunity and connection and fulfillment, that's what you're going to get. Okay, so it's about changing your perspective to something more positive instead of just the doom and gloom that we're all programmed to really believe in. Okay, and if you've gone through a period where you feel like something has shifted, something has changed, and it appeared as a loss. Now you're seeing what you're gaining out of that. Now you're seeing the reality of that situation. You're like, you know what? Thank God that didn't work out for me, because that would have sucked. All right, let's look at Tuesday's energy. Tuesday, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So watch your mouth on Tuesday. If somebody else is not watching their mouth, you don't react, you respond. The response can be a boundary, it can be silence, it can be whatever. But really, especially when we're in Mercury retrograde, and it's retrograde in Leo, you can really pop off at the mouth. So be careful, because when the Knight is in reverse, he is in his ego, he is selfish, he's gonna say something just to get at you. Okay, so if you see something maybe personally, or you see something on social media, whatever's going on here, it's like, don't react, respond. And sometimes the response is no response at all. Not everybody deserves your attention and energy, right? So be aware. And if there is something that presents itself to you on Tuesday and you're not sure about it, maybe it's a little scary. Maybe you're like, you know what, this is enticing, but I don't know. Slow down. Remember, we have Temperance as our overall energy. It's telling you slow down and look at the facts. The more you learn about something, the more you educate yourself about something, the less scary it is. Okay? I'm dealing with dad stuff. Yeah, I know you are, and I'm so sorry. And Leo will make those words shine bright and will humble you. So true. So true. As Leo myself, yes, we will do that. Okay, let's look at Wednesday's energy. Wednesday, we have Death in reverse. Thank goodness. So Wednesday's energy is transformative energy. So one door has closed and a major opportunity or door is opening. Now, this could be collectively or it could be personally. Okay, so whenever that door opens, it's telling you, you have the decision to step through or you can stay behind. I mean, that's going to be your decision. And if you step through, you go through a sort of rebirth. You go through a sort of transformation. Okay, this is a major arcana. This is a chapter in your life, a chapter in your week if you want. Okay, so whatever door has closed, a new one is opening for you. A new beginning is happening, but you have to choose to step through that. Okay? You have free will. The universe is presenting you an opportunity. You have to decide. Okay? Let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Page of Swords. Okay. So, I mean, so far, not too bad, right? We had the Temperance card. Temperance is like, hey, it's going to be pretty smooth for you. Page of Swords is a message coming in. There's something coming to you on Thursday, so pay attention to communications. Pay attention to your thoughts, because pages are young people and messengers. It's a great day to spend with your kids if you want to, if you have kids. It's a great day to communicate. It is a great day. Obviously, it's communicating something positive, something uplifting, something, you know, that's getting you somewhere. It's not about gossip. It's not about low vibe stuff, right? But anyway, if you've been waiting on maybe some sort of communication about a job or whatever, you could be getting a call, a text, or an email that is giving you, hey, this is good news. Okay, so this is positive news coming in on Thursday. It might be that you read something positive. It might be also that, you know, the pages are also apprentices. So it might be that you have decided to step into the learning aspect of your journey, whatever it is that you're wanting to learn, okay? Hang on a second. I gotta hold this up so I can see all the comments because my white shirt is not letting me. I've been a it's not my problem vibe, so I can have self-control. Hey, whatever works. Lots of communications within retrograde. Yeah, retrograde will bring a lot of communications. All right, let's look at Friday. Friday, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, So when the Seven of Cups is in reverse, it's indicating that things might not turn out the way you thought they would on Friday. Maybe plans changed. Maybe a project didn't work out the way it did. Something, maybe you had a date plan and it didn't work out. There's something here, and it's typically with the physical, okay? So if you're going somewhere, or if you've invested in something, or you planted something, I mean, this is a minor arcana, so it's not a huge deal. Okay, just remember, if something doesn't turn out the way you thought it was, it doesn't mean that you have failed. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It just means that maybe there needs to be some refinement. Maybe that's not the path for you, but you know what? You had the experience and you grew from it. And be careful on Friday of comparing yourself to others. Okay, this is kind of like a grass is greener on the other side, and my life sucks because that's happening for them and it's not happening for me, and you can really get through or go down that negative rabbit hole. So be careful on Friday. Plans might change. Something might not turn out the way you thought, but understand life is an adventure. Life is just a journey, and we're here just to see what happens, essentially, okay? Let's look at Saturday. Saturday, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, okay? So the Nine of Wands is what we call the wounded warrior. This person, when they're direct, they have been through the gamut. They have been through hell and back. They are the ones who are always there for everybody. They feel kind of beaten up with life, right? When it's in reverse, because here they're guarded. This is why you see the wands up. They're guarded. They're protecting themselves. Maybe they're protecting their loved ones, whatever it is. But here it's kind of like the walls come down, and it could be a decision to let go of something that you've been hanging on to, like a relationship, like a career that's not working for you, like a bad habit that you've been just continually doing that you know you shouldn't be doing, okay? So it's about releasing and letting go of what you were once holding on to, because with nine is things come to fruition, but 9 is also higher wisdom. It's like, you know what? I'm always here for everybody. I'm doing for everybody else. Maybe I need to do for myself for once. Okay? That is a repeating story for people in the spiritual space, because we want to do for everybody, and we oftentimes forget about ourselves. So we need that reminder. Okay? So take the day, maybe to yourself, take time to rest. Evaluate where you are and where you want to go, because remember, again, we're in Mercury retrograde and things are shifting. Also, on Thursday night, Friday morning, don't forget Rabbit Rabbit. It feels like we just did this, right? God, it's going by so fast. Don't forget Rabbit Rabbit, because Rabbit Rabbit blesses the month behind and it blesses the month ahead. Okay? So make sure you do that. Sunday, we have the Two of Wands. I like that. So Sunday is asking you, where do you want to go from here? If you want to make plans, like short-term travel plans, that would be a great day for you. If you have made plans, it's going to be a good day. But this is like, you know what? The world is your oyster. What do you want? What do you want to experience this month of August? August is the 8th month. Again, 8 is that karmic number. It is the number tied to financial flow. But why? You might ask yourself, like, why is it karmic and financial? Well, because what you're putting out, you're getting back, right? If you need resources for whatever you're putting out, you're going to get that back. Does that make sense? So if you believe that you're in lack, if you believe that you're broke, if you're always looking for free stuff, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life. I always see the videos of people talking about like new apps and new marketing resources, or like these AI things, and it never fails. In the comments, you have so many people going, is it free? Is it free? Yeah, but is it free? It's like, are you serious? Do you think everything is going to be free, or everything needs to be free? That is not how the world works right now. Okay? So if you're expecting something to be free or cheap, then you are going to be broke for the rest of your life. When you're happy to pay for things that make your life easier, or to pay for education or whatever it is to get you ahead in your own journey, then that's when everything starts flowing for you. Okay? Yes, you have to invest. Absolutely. So you said, so hopefully I won't be homeless for much longer. No, there is no hope to it. You claim it. I'm I'm finding my home. I'm so grateful that the universe is providing me a safe place to call my own. We don't hope here. We know. Okay? The more you know, like I said before, when you decide, the universe kicks it into gear. So you decide that there is a home out there that is perfect for you and you're open to receiving it. Okay? We stand in our power here. We don't move through weakness here. Okay? You'll learn that about me. I can't help it, but I love that about me. I've always been that way. So let me move these over here so I can get more cards. Let's look at the bottom. Let's see what's hiding underneath. Look at that. Page of Pentacles, new job, new opportunity, new practice. There's something here. We have two pages showing up, right? Pages want to learn. They are soaking up the information. They're young. They're curious. Okay? So the Page of Pentacles is an opportunity of a job or a business venture, something with the physical. Okay? Maybe you need to learn how to take care of your health. Maybe you need to learn how to take care of your finances. Maybe you want to learn a divination art. Whatever it may be, you're learning. Okay? All right, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's set this over here. I like this energy this week. It's much better than last week, right? Let's see. I even tell my kids that they need to do an even energy exchange. Yep. Especially during the summer months. Yep. Yeah, last week was wonky. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know this week? Okay, we have the garden and the gate. I love this card, and I want to read this to you because I think it has a wonderful message for you. Okay, it's number 30. So there's that 3 again. We've had the repeating 3s show up the last, few weeks, I think it is. So let me read this to you. And that goes perfectly with the blessing of the heart's calling, because my students in my numerology class, they're learning about the numbers, right? And how numbers can be amplified. And they're amplified through the universe communicating with you. So number 30 is being amplified. So it says abundant, prosperity, and staying safe. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that that isn't true. This is exactly what I preach and exactly what I teach. There's so many egotistical spiritual practitioners that are like, I don't charge for da-da-da. I'm sorry, I do. I charge because this is my career. This is my purpose. This is literally in my energetic blueprint. I've spent decades learning this stuff so I can help you. And yes, you will pay me for my energy. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can check out my teaching by joining us in the August 31-day Tarot Challenge, okay? If you like my teaching style and you see the gaps that are in your practice and you've made a difference in your practice by the end of that 31 days, then you get into the Tarot Apprenticeship, which you already will have access to, and you start your tarot journey, okay? And I will be there with you the entire way, okay? We have a community chat that is private in our own platform where you can ask questions. You can practice reading on members in there, all of that stuff, okay? But you have to take that leap. Let's see. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. It's exactly what we were talking about, okay? When you step forward, the universe reveals the path more and more. But you have to decide. You cannot wait until everything is spelled out in front of you. It doesn't work that way. You will be waiting forever, okay? Tracy said, I love your tarot course. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. See, everybody in the comments, a lot of these commenters, these beautiful people, are my students. And we have grown together. We've experienced so much together. And I teach them all the things, and then they go off and they create their own business. They create their own life. They do whatever it is that they feel drawn to do, right? This is your, going through my tarot apprenticeship, going through the inner circle, all of that, or even the VIP apprenticeship, which I have, which is for my one-on-one clients. It is a springboard to where you're going next. Okay, it's not the end all be all. It is a springboard. We are here to open up your intuition, to open up your psychic abilities, for you to step into that divine feminine energy yourself, and you start leading your life instead of letting other people lead you. Okay? Thank you all so much. What else do we need to know? Oh, yeah. Rescue number 16. And it's in reverse. I like it better in reverse. I'm going to read this one to you as well. Listen, when you're pulling oracle cards, I highly recommend looking at the message in the book, because they are amazing, and you're going to be shocked at how much they complement and confirm your tarot reading. Okay? You do not have to memorize oracle. You do need to memorize tarot. Okay? Tarot is much more intricate. Oracle is what you see is what you get. Okay. It says, are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone or miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? See, I've been telling you. Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all your troubles? I used to be there. I used to pray for somebody to come help me. That's when I was in such lack. That's when I kept hitting rock bottom. It's like I was just hoping somebody would come rescue me. And it was me that had to do it. I had to get off my ass and start believing in myself. And that's when every single thing in my life changed. Okay, so you can do it too. Reversed, the rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is, rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. See? You have to do things for yourself. I can teach you if there's something you want to learn from me, but then you have to do it yourself. I'm not going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. People will disappoint you every time if you're waiting on them to rescue you, because they're trying to rescue themselves. Right? Like, we're all here surviving this thing called life. And to expect somebody else to rescue you and to do everything for you is insanity, right? You got to do it yourself. And the one way you can do that is by understanding who you are truly, not who you've been told you are, but who are you truly. Find your energetic blueprint. Love yourself. Embrace everything that you find out about yourself. And then move forward, okay? Good morning. Yeah, Denise said, yep, been here since 2020. I know some of y'all have been here for the duration, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Whoops, wrong one. Let's do this one. Let's see. I'm excited for the tarot challenge. I haven't done a tarot challenge before, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So how it's going to work is each day I'm going to unlock a little exercise for you to do Monday through Friday. Okay, it's going to be something that you can do in your everyday life. It's not going to consume your whole life. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is meant to open your eyes and wake you up to the reality of what tarot is and the difference between a professional tarot reader and a social media tarot reader. And it's going to open your eyes to how you can connect deeper to your cards and really unlock that natural intuition that you have. Okay, so you'll get little exercises Monday through Friday. They'll unlock each day, and then on Saturday I will go live in my platform and we're going to talk about it, and you can ask me your questions, you can share your experiences. That way it gets more ingrained within you. So each Saturday I'll go live. Okay, and then yeah, you have access to everything in my tribe, all my modules, everything. So yeah, it's not just the tarot challenge that you're getting access to. So you're welcome. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know this week? Heather, aren't you already in there? You're in the tribe. Look, simplicity, number 45. Look at that. Simplicity is key, okay? Whenever that's another thing Temperance wants you to do, right? The Temperance card was the overall card for the week, right? Temperance wants you to simplify. That's what I've been doing with my business. I'm simplifying everything because as a projector in my human design, I naturally want to do so much for people, but that's not in my human design. That's not the way I'm meant to operate. Okay? I am meant to teach and lead and guide, right? So I have had to simplify things because I was burning myself out. So whenever you have so much going on in life, kind of like the Seven of Cups here, right? It's like I've got so many things that I'm tending to. Maybe I need to weed some of those out. Maybe I need to simplify and only put my intention and energy into a few things, maybe a couple of things, maybe one thing now. Okay? So simplicity is key. I want to read this one to you as well. It's number 45. So 4 is looking at the details. It's being logical, being practical. And 5 is change, being practical and logical about things need to change. Okay. And then when we put them together, it's 9. 9 is things coming to fruition. So it's kind of like, oh, I finally get it. I need to do this. And it's higher wisdom. It's like, you know what? I've known for a while that this needs to happen. So, okay. Do what matters and release the rest to find peace, grace, and stillness. Clear internal and external clutter. Your soul wants you to know one of the fastest ways to align with the tranquil vibration of the Creator is through simplicity. A busy life and the accumulation of more than you need creates static. It can be difficult to hear the voice of Spirit when there's mental chaos in your life. Create time to rest and rejuvenate. Clear the clutter in your home, the files in your computer, and the drawers at work. Even a small amount of this cleansing can make an immense difference. Create a feeling of simplicity and know the grace of the divine. See? The more simple something is, the more you can hear, the more you can process, the more you can move. So if you feel like your mind is all over the place and life is just, like you just can't catch your breath, look at your space. Look at your office, look at your home, look at your bedroom, look at your car, everything. And if there's a lot of junk or a lot of stuff, it's telling you, let's simplify. Let's move a lot of this stuff out of here because it's creating mental clutter. Okay? Maybe you're trying to be everything for everyone. So it's telling you to simplify, slow down, breathe, and everything's going to be okay. Right? This is why you're going to learn in the Tarot Challenge about your environment and how that affects your practice. Big time. It affects your practice. Big time. Okay? People will argue with me And the social media readers, they'll argue with me about that. But if you look at anything, you'll notice that every real practitioner, every real healer, everything, it needs to be a calm, cool, collected environment so you can hear, so you can feel, so you can pull in that energy of the divine. When everything is chaotic, you're creating static around you and you can't get the communication. To me, it's common sense. But to other people, they're so stuck in their ego that they're like, I want to do it my way. And then they give up because it's not working for them. Most tarot readers fail within the first year or quit within the first year because they don't want to listen. They don't want to be apprentices, and they wind up doing something negative, or it's just not working. And so they quit. You have to be dedicated to this stuff. Yes, simplicity is so good for your mental health. I was just talking about this yesterday. Oh, good. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know? Oh, am I afraid to be seen? There's stuff on the back. Says, the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Ooh. Today's soul action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? That's going to be a doozy. Ask yourself that question. What parts of yourself do you hide so you can be accepted and fit in? And how is that affecting you? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. Okay? So if you are hiding parts of yourself, you are causing yourself mental and emotional stress. Because authenticity is the highest vibration. We have already found that out, right? Science is proving that authenticity is the highest vibration. Why? Because you are authentically stepping into your full energy. So you are operating from all cylinders. When you are hiding part of yourself, you are lowering your vibration because you are refusing to be your true self, the self that you came here to be, the self that we need. We need you in your authenticity. The world needs you. The universe needs you in your authenticity. You came here like this for a reason. Okay? So hiding it is not doing anybody any good. And if people want to say something negative, that's their problem because they are afraid to be their authentic self. Okay? Fortune favors the brave, and it is brave to be your authentic self. When I stopped suppressing myself, fortune came in many different ways. We're not just talking about money. I mean, opportunity, relationships, all that. It came. Okay? So whenever you step into that power, whenever you step into your authenticity, you find your real people. And people that are in their authenticity will support you because they're brave and doing it themselves. They recognize that within you. Okay? And they're like, yeah, do it. Because nobody who is in their high vibrational authenticity would ever, reprimand you or judge you or criticize you for being in your high vibration authenticity. Okay? I did that for years and now, whoa, things have opened up. Yeah, see? Makes a huge difference. Great words of wisdom. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just true. I mean, there's so many ways that we are suppressed and oppressed in this world, and we need to, number one, stop doing that to ourselves, and number two, stop doing that to others. When we stop doing all that, that's when we'll see a massive shift in the world. Let's see, what else do we need to know? What time is it? Okay. Tips on how to deal with yes and no questions. There is no yes and no questions in tarot. We're going to go over that in the tarot challenge. There are no yes or no questions in tarot. I hate to break it to y'all, but that's not a thing. That is social media tarot. It's not real tarot. That is, let me do yes or no questions so I can get more followers, I could get more likes, I could get more money. Anybody that does yes or no questions in tarot does not actually know real tarot. So, yeah. But you'll learn more about that and other things that you thought were accurate. You'll learn that in the tarot challenge, okay? So, yeah. Okay, ooh, look at this. We have Loon, intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. That's your authenticity it's talking about. And that's also the blessing of the heart's calling, okay? Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. It's not just me. It's not just other spiritual practitioners. You have your own way of knowing, okay? Everybody has it. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. So what is that? Simplicity. Don't go out getting hammered every weekend. You don't have to say yes to every invitation. What feels right to you? Okay? How are you helping yourself to step into that authentic vibration of your own self-power? Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. See? The cards know. The cards know. They talk to each other. They confirm each other and everything that we're talking about. Isn't that awesome? I freaking love it. And I tell y'all all the time, you know, I read tarot every day for clients and I teach tarot all the time, and it still amazes me how magical it is. The cards know. All right, let's get into our crystal deck. I did forget this deck last week. I'm so sorry. But we need to find out which crystal would be best for us this week, okay? What spirit animal is this? It says Loon, L-O-O-N. All right, what is our crystal for this week? This deck you cannot find on Amazon or Etsy or anything like that. This is only found through the link in my bio. One of my students created this deck, Denise, and I love it. It's so beautiful. So let's find out what crystal is best for us this week. Ooh, flower agate. Look how pretty that is. Self-discovery, growth, and harmony. Well, hello, Temperance. Harmony. And we've been talking about your heart's calling, stepping into that authenticity, you growing into your divine self, right? Flower agate blossoms within you, nurturing growth and encouraging you to bloom into your fullest potential. Let its gentle energy inspire you to embrace new beginnings with your grace and foster the dreams that reside in your heart. I'm telling you, the cards know. Because the blessing was a heart's calling. We got temperance, and we've got all of these messages about you have to rescue yourself. You have to make the decision for yourself. You have to do this, this, and that. You have to be in your authenticity. Right? And that is the crystal that can help. If you can't get the crystal from your local crystal shop or metaphysical shop, you can use this card. Because if you don't know, putting this information on this card gives it a vibration to, like, similar to the crystal. Now, obviously the crystal will be stronger, but you can still use this vibration, set it on your desk, set it on your nightstand, wherever you're going to see it, and it's going to help you through this energy. Okay, it works. Don't believe me? Try it and then come back. So next we're going to get into the money deck to see what our money message is for this week. Let's see, what do we need to know? What is our money message for this week? Okay, we have media. All right, there's 3 ways to resonate, so let's see. Number 1, step into the spotlight and get seen. Don't allow your talent to go unnoticed. We talk about this. Hang on, I gotta verify myself. Almost forgot. We talk about this with my students who want to be professional tarot readers, or they want to have their own whatever spiritual practice out there. I'm like, you're going to have to be seen. People need a face that they can trust, right? So if you're just doing faceless stuff, or you're just like, you know, it's like, trust me, bro, it ain't going to work. Like, you need to be seen. You've got to have a face with the brand so people can connect with you. Okay. A career in television, radio, magazine, or any mass media job might be perfect for you. And number 3, it might be time to get more publicity if you want to increase your finances, which is interesting because I got contacted by a pretty decent magazine that's going to do a article on me. And I was like, okay. I've already had the LA Tribune do an article on me, and now I've got another publication that wants to do an article on me. And I'm like, sure. Let's do it. So, you know, whenever you step out into your authentic self, people can see it. People love that, and they want more. They want to learn from you on, you know, if you're teaching tarot like I do, or you're coaching, or you're whatever it is. I don't care if it's like you're just an all-star at knitting. That's cool. Do it, right? So there you go. Your friend told you that this weekend? Yep, see? Let's see. We got to do this one just to see what comes out. All right. What is our message for this week? There we go. Number 9, change. And it's funny because I was sitting here looking at the cards, and I'm like looking at the 9s. Change. I'll show you the car. It's like they've packed up and they're moving, right? Change is on their horizon. Change needs to happen because we need to simplify our lives. We need to simplify our minds. We need to simplify everything. Okay, the more you simplify, the more you organize, the more you systemize, the more peace you're going to feel. Okay, and when things are, you know, getting to the point to where you're just like ready to explode, that's showing you that something has got to change, that an evolution is happening for you. And we pull, or the Hermit fell out on the desk earlier, right? Guess what number that is? 9. Then we had the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. 10. All right, then. My laptop's beeping at me. It's had enough charge. But do you understand what I'm saying? It's time for a change. Okay? And especially while Mercury's retrograde, it's about going within to figure out, what is it that I truly want? Who am I really? What is my calling? What do I want to do? And we're just looking at this week, and we got such powerful messages, right? So what can you do this week to get you on the path to where you're feeling like you're on your way to your fulfillment? Okay? Yep, the 4 and 5 together, yep. And most people sitting here listening, most people know what needs to change. It's just they haven't done it. And that's the problem, is complacency, or it's like, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Look, we're already done with July. We're about to go into August. So it's like, what have you accomplished this year? Have you accomplished anything that you thought you were going to? If not, why? what do you need to do in order to get yourself back on track? And it's not meant to shame you. It's just this world is designed to keep us complacent, to keep us just doing the same thing over and over again, right? That hamster wheel. You have to decide to step off of that wheel and go your own way. All right, time for the Rebel deck. If you are sensitive and you get your feelings hurt easily, it's time to scroll away. This deck will do that. Hang on. Oh goodness, yes, but there's still more to be done. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, we're always evolving, always progressing. But if you are stunting yourself, if you're not doing anything to help yourself evolve and progress, you're going to feel so much stress and anxiety and depression, because you need movement, you need experience, you need people, like you need all of this. So if you're completely closing yourself off and you're not doing anything, then that's when all of that negative stuff kicks into gear, and it's this vicious cycle, and you have to decide to step out of it. Okay? All right, what is our message for this week? What is our message for this week? Ooh, believe what you see. Talking about the 4 and the 5, right? We were talking about 4 is logically looking at what is, knowing what needs to happen, and 5 is the change. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. See? The cards know. Face reality. Look at what is going on in your life. Look at how you have contributed to either your progress or your stagnancy. And then choose to do something. Don't just go in your own mental escape room. That's not going to help you. Okay? So look at what is and then make some changes. Temperance, as the overall energy for this week, and your heart's calling is like, hey, we need to stop paying attention to all this other garbage and start getting focused on what I know needs to be done in my life, what I'm passionate about, what I have been wanting to learn or do forever, but have just been putting it off because I get so distracted. Okay? You have to decide to do that. Until you do, I don't know what to tell you. I started the podcast not only to bring info to others, but to help me too. I'm committed to it. Oh, I love that, Denise. I love that. I need to do that as well. Maybe after I create all the other things I have on my plate. One thing at a time. But yeah. So I hope this helps you. Remember to get into the August 31-day tarot challenge. We're going to have a lot of fun together. I'm going to blow your minds with things you thought were true about tarot, and you're going to realize it's just social media tarot that you think you're practicing or you are practicing. And if you want to practice real tarot, I'm going to show you every step of the way, and I'll be there with you, okay? We're going to spend all of August together, and then if you choose to stick around, then I will be with you through your entire tarot journey, okay? I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you need anything, TikTok, everything is linked in my bio. YouTube, everything is linked down below in the description or in my bio, okay? Or you can DM me if you need help. Oh, please, you guys, here's the thing that keeps happening. This is so weird to me. If you get a reading by another reader, please don't DM me asking if it's real, asking if their interpretation is correct. That's so rude. It's so rude. If you want a real reading, like you obviously trust me because you're coming to me to make sure it's authentic and it's real. If you want a real reading, then book a reading with me. Don't get a reading from some rando and then come ask me to interpret it for you. Okay? I'm not going to do it. So, anywho, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday right here, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll look at the week ahead. All right? Mwah. Love you all.